The following program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, thinking about what's happening in Texas there about the DMV down in the state of Texas wanting to have people's sexual orientation put on their driver's license. I still can't see why that would be a must. Okay, your driver's license is just supposed to have basic information on it. Okay, it's supposed to have, your current address, your blood type maybe, male or female, your picture, and some numbers that are on it. So, if they type it into a computer, your background shows up. Okay, but your sexual orientation is it's like saying, do you drink water? Or something like that. I mean, it's a non-relevant issue that has to be on a card. I mean, that's one thing that doesn't need to be there. Okay, they don't need to know how you sleep at night or who you hang around with, unless it's to set people up to be discriminated against. Okay, think about it. Now, I mean, unless somebody out there has a logical reason why that should be on your driver's license, I would really like to hear it, okay? I would really like to hear it and evaluate the veracity of your explanation. Because I really think that the thing that the Republicans aren't doing here is, well, the thing they're doing is they're setting policy, they're setting precedent, but they aren't very good at explaining why they do these things, okay? They always come up with some really outlandish explanation or reason or something to do what they do. Okay, which is, I think everybody kind of is aware of that. But we try to, we want to know. I mean, if you're going to want to know stuff like that, people have a right to know. Why are you doing this? I don't think it has anything to do with immigration. Okay, that's a different issue. And in Maine, the state I live in, they have what they have what they call a real ID. It's not mandatory for people to get now, but it probably will be soon. And I think they want people to have that ID to show that they are not illegal aliens living in Maine. Okay, but because I figure a driver's license must be very easy to fake. If that's the case, then really the problem is they need to update the driver's license so they're not so easy to duplicate, right? Combine the two things. Combine the real ID with the driver's license to make it more efficient. But that's why they're doing that here. Now, in Texas, the only thing they're changing down there is they want your sexual orientation on the license. And like I said, there's only one answer to why they're doing that as far as I'm concerned, because I can't think. I've been racking my brain on this all day trying to figure out why, and all I get is the argument against it. Okay, I'm not hearing anything from the right wing about why they're for it, why they want to do it. So obviously it's to set people up for discrimination. I mean, think about how many times you show your driver's license. Like if you want to get buy alcohol or something, and you got to show your ID for your age verification. Well, now they can look on the ID and they'll be able to see your sexual orientation. So that tells me that, well, what if that person you're buying alcohol from doesn't like that sexual orientation and they just deny you service? Okay, you see what I'm saying? What if you need your ID at a bank? I mean, sometimes people want your ID at the bank to verify you are the person that owns an account you have there or something, or you want to open up an account. If they see your sexual orientation on there and they don't like it or agree with it, they can say, well, we can't do this for you or something and turn you away. That's the only reason I can think of that they would want your sexual orientation in the state of Texas. I mean, Texas is a red state, okay? And as you know, the right wing has a phobia against the LGBTQ community out there. They really do. I mean, you saw on my video about Owens here, well, you know her name there, and the things that she's saying on there about people that makes her uncomfortable, that live an alternate lifestyle that she doesn't want to be around because she figures she'll catch their disease or whatever the hell that she thinks they got that makes them that way. She doesn't want to get it. Okay, an extremely bigoted person. Now, she naturally would be all for that, and I can only think of the only reason why somebody like that would want to have that on your driver's license, so that way they can turn you away from business or something if they don't like how you live, so like I said, I think we as the public ought to be demanding, if any other state wants to do this, and I don't know, I mean, I only know about Texas, but I don't know if any other state's going to be doing this, but I figure if Texas starts it, somebody else is going to follow behind it. People need to really press their representatives here and tell them, look, explain to me, with some logic here, why you want to do this. What are you doing? Why do you want to know my sexual orientation? How is that relevant to what this ID is supposed to do? Okay? I mean, it doesn't ask me if I've had cancer. It doesn't ask me if I stand when I pee or sit down when I pee. It doesn't ask me, it doesn't ask me, if I like corn chowder over pea soup. Okay, so why do you need to know about which way I go in relationships? Why is that even important? Okay, and so, until we get a good answer, something that's something we can poke holes through, I don't think anybody should really stand aside and allow them to do that. To put that on their ID cards. I really don't think that's right. I think that's wrong. It opens the door for discrimination. It opens the door to a lot of problems, and exacerbates existing ones. And it gives the right wing another way of trying to control the public, and that's really what the Republicans are all about, is control. They want to control how you think. They want to control how you live. They want to control your life, essentially. They don't want people to just live. They want to have strings attached to you. I mean, we know they don't like us voting, okay? They don't like us voting because we don't vote the way they want us to vote, and so they want to take that away from us, okay? They only want to have certain people vote for us because they don't trust us to do the right thing, okay? That's a complete opposite of what, this country is all about. We the people, all of a sudden they want to take we the people off the Constitution. So that's really what Republicans are all about. They want to change the face of our government to something that we don't want, something that we've spent a long time fighting against, that we see other countries have, that we thank God we don't have, but they want to do that to us. And so anytime they implement some kind of policy or they have an idea of something they want to do, you always have to double check why they're doing it, because it's not on the up and up. It never is. These people do things every day in our government to poke holes at the way the government stands. Okay, they don't like it. They don't want it. Joe Biden, the president, had already explained that to us here in a speech not too long ago about what that party is, what it stands for, what it's all about. And believe me, he's right. He's dead on right about them. Okay, it's not a nice party. It's not an American-friendly party. They are out to get you. They're out to destroy the country and turn it into some fascist empire, if you will, that has control over everyone's lives, and no one's going to ever be able to live peacefully under a regime like that.